Hi, I'm Helen Wagstaff, Autism Coordinator. Thank you so much for coming along to talk to me today. As you know, we're doing videos for families to hopefully answer some of their questions of what it was like for you guys going through that diagnostic process. And so hopefully it will answer some questions for them. So I'd like to welcome you. If you'd like to introduce yourselves, thank you for coming.
Thanks, Helen. So my name's Susan and I have an autistic grandson.
Awesome, thank you for coming.
Hello Helen, my name's James and I have an autistic son.
Thanks for coming. So I guess the first question that I want to ask you is, what was the journey like for you guys? If I'll ask you first, Sue.
It was because I wasn't hands-on parenting Keith day to day like James was. It was a little bit mystical. Mm-hmm. I personally did not know a lot about autism at all. I knew that from very early on, from when Keith was probably 1 month, that he was different. James's parenting had to be different because of his behaviour and his language and a lot of things. And I didn't know what was happening. And I know that you, James, you were very hands-on with him. Mm-hmm. And it was you, day to day, had sought diagnosis, sought help from GPs. And so I was very much an observer on the sidelines.
And so, James, how was it for you going through the diagnosis with your son?
I would say that it's probably one of the most frustrating things that any parent that's got an autistic child will go through. You start off with, for starters, there is no way of knowing when you're holding them at 6 months. 1 year, you're still not unsure. You haven't started noticing some mannerisms and behaviour. Then for us, the biggest one was my son went from learning the mum and dad to he just refused to use it.
So stop
talking. Yeah. And he would drag you by the finger places. He'd lead you places to get things, or he'd just do it himself. And it led to, of course, you try to correct them because they're going to do something dangerous. They don't like that. The outbursts are massive. You don't know really what's going on. Eventually, you will happen. You will take your child to the GP, and they will pretty much notice from typically my son was having quite a bad breakdown in the foyer of the medical centre, and my GP, his GP, came out and saw him and went straight away, just brought us in and said, look, I think we need to send him in to be assessed. Up until then, you're not sure. You think you're doing stuff wrong. It's self-deprecating. You never blame anyone else or never blame something like autism. You blame it on you as a parent.
Yourself.
And also, I remember too, James, there were, at the time, the doctors and specialists, and they were throwing around things like tongue-tied at one point, didn't they?
Yeah, restless leg syndrome. There was lots, but the last one that really came to it was he could be on the spectrum.